And your last question was about money.
Right.
Look, I've raised $300,000 in the last 30 days. I've raised money from 16,000 to 17,000 people so far. More than any other candidate in this race. My average contribution from those people is under $100. You don't think these people have more money? And I'm just getting started. I have a huge Rolodex. I got 15,000 clients. I'm barely through it to raise money. So I have a lot of people that I can raise money from, and I got my own money. I can't self-fund it entirely, but if push comes to shove, if I need an extra million, I'll put it in. But I'm not going to do the whole thing. But I'm convinced that I can energize people. To look at how much money they just raised in Boston, in Massachusetts in the last week. Look how much money Brown raised. Right? Money will come once my fan base and people around the world see me moving up in the polls, or if I do get the nomination, it's going to energize people all around the country. I have a lot of fans that know me because of my economic predictions, because of my TV, because of my books. They will donate. I have no doubt in my mind that I will energize the Republican Party, again, because they have a candidate they can believe in, that is sincere in his principles, and isn't going to abandon those principles the minute I get elected. I think there are a lot of people that are going to give me money. I think I will have no problem raising money. But more important than that, I have one thing that none of my competitors can buy, or that Blumenthal won't be able to buy, and that's volunteers. I'm going to have thousands of them. Not only here in Connecticut, but working all around the country. They're already there. I got young people, high school and college kids from all around the world that want to come here and work on a campaign. And I energize young people. Most of my fans out there are young. They're not even potential investors. They're not, they can't be clients. They don't have any money yet. But they believe in my principles. They believe in free enterprise and the Constitution. They've been attracted to either whether it was Ron Paul or the Tea Parties, but they're motivated and they're energized, and they'll work for me because they believe in me. You can't buy that. Sure, other people can have a lot of money and they can pay people to work, but they're not going to have the passion and the enthusiasm as my volunteers, and they couldn't pay enough people. No one has enough money to equal the volunteers that I'm going to have, and that's going to be important in a real grassroots campaign. And I think that's how we win this thing. I think if I can run against Blumenthal, what do you got? You've got a non-politician, businessman, entrepreneur with economic background against a lawyer, a politician lawyer. Nobody likes politicians, no one likes lawyers, and he's both. And he's spent his entire career screwing up businesses. Frivolous lawsuits. You think we're going to sue our way out of this economic crisis? It's like, yeah, we're really in trouble. What do we need? How about a lawyer? Yeah, go to Washington and file some more lawsuits. And I'd love to he's going to try to make this issue. Blumenthal's going to try to say, send me to Washington because I'm an outsider. I'm going to go there and clean up Washington. Okay, well, how'd you do in Hartford? Let's take a look at Connecticut. What did you do here the last 20 years? It's a disaster. Look at his department. Look at how he's grown that. Look at all this grandstanding and law. So I would love to make an argument. He wants to do for the nation what he did for Connecticut. No. So I think that's a race that I can't lose. I think it's a perfect contrast. It's almost as good as me running against Doc.